good. Well, I'm with Dr. John Crook, who is the consultant archaeologist to Winchester Cathedral, and we're lucky to have him with us for the whole of the dig, which is a great privilege. And John, you've been with us this day, this is the first day. Can you summarise what you've found in the way of material from the trenches?
Well, I've been in the privileged position of going around the trenches and looking at things which have been emerging, and of course we're in the very top 20 centimetres, 200 millimetres so far, so rather as expected, I suppose, under the turf. What we have got is certainly not medieval, which it's to do with the levelling of the site, probably for the gardens of that area. A lot of building debris, significant amount of assorted brick and so on, and then the sort of things that are rather fun to dig up, because you recognise them, like the clothes pegs from your childhood, a sort of 50s clothes peg, or a 70s, 80s lithium battery, probably highly toxic. But then there are some interesting things as well, and I would pick out, I suppose, I think this is, there have been a few bits of medieval pottery fragments that have come up, but all this stuff is clearly residual. It's been sort of churned around by the various activities that have taken place there, including possibly agriculture. I don't typically know what happened on the site that we're on before those gardens were there. But we do have a bit of, I think, plain green glazed tile. Well, green and a bit of yellow on. And I'm rather sort of pinning my hopes that some years ago, when a little sondage was done and some tile, the imprints, I believe of a diagonal tile pattern were located, and I'm thinking of the green tiles that I have seen quite recently now at Winchester Cathedral, laid lozenge fashion in a cloister, in this particular case the 15th century. I don't know if these 14th, 15th century tiles, somebody else with greater expertise can pronounce on the glaze. But wouldn't it be exciting if we came on much more of this and realised that by that time perhaps the patterned tiles that they might have laid at an earlier period in history, the 13th century or something, were getting a bit past it, and they went for the latest type of tile. I don't know what date. The ones I'm familiar with actually are a much paler salmon pink fabric. These may be perhaps they are actually earlier. So I'm sticking my head out completely, but I think I'm right in saying that a few other fragments with a similar rather blotchy yellow and green glaze have emerged in previous excavations. People have brought them in because they found them in their gardens, and so perhaps a theme will build up.
That would be very interesting.
This could be the taster.
Sure. Yes,
this could be
well,
the
I
taster.
think for a first day, that's very interesting. It strikes me that compared with the earlier encaustic tiles, it is significantly thinner.
Yes,
and perhaps that represents the improvement in technologies and
well,
attempts
I'm
to
not going to
reduce
stick
the
my head
quantity.
out there, lest I should be completely up the creek, and this turns out to be, it could be early as well. It doesn't, just because it's not a pattern tile doesn't necessarily. But my instinct is that perhaps this is a later 14th, 15th century tile, but that is sticking my neck out.
Right.
In order probably to be cut off. But the next few days, no doubt, will prove crucial once we get down to those earlier layers, and we'll see if this is a full taster of what we're going to find further down.
Well, maybe by this time tomorrow we'll have a better idea, because we've got another full day's digging.
Indeed.
We've got more people coming along, and hopefully if the weather holds, we can make good progress.
Yes, indeed.
Well, thanks very much.
Thank you very much, David.